We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
What up, what up? It's your host, Mr. Vaughn. We back on Los Angeles today on LA Talk Live. Reality radio handcrafted for your viewing and listening pleasure. Oh, that's our man right there. Yeah. Yeah. From our man Charles from Germany. So we got a special show for y'all today. We're going to go international on y'all and bring it to LA. He's going to call in and talk to us about his music and what he's got going on. But before we get to that, I hope everybody's checking their health care. You know, those Republicans, boy, they going hard in the paint. They want to repeal Obamacare. We know it's not exactly perfect, but it's still working. And usually when something ain't broke, you don't fix it. There's a couple of issues, but those issues can be worked out. It seems like even they couldn't get on board with their own plan. So President, with no name, we're not going to even say his name, he had to pull it. And he tried to give him an ultimatum and tell him, you know, they better do it or they just going to have to live with Obamacare. I guess they said they just going to live with Obamacare. What can they do about it? That made me laugh. But what I want to talk to you about is we really need to be taking advantage of these times, because Trump may not be the best president and he may not be socially conscious, but he is going to make it good for business. So we need to be having a business mind as minorities and as people in the United States that aren't a part of that 1% that's super rich. We really, really, really need to be conscious of that, about getting our business together and doing what we got to do as a people, sticking together and making it happen. And my beautiful co-host, Kimya Do the Damn Thing, just came through.
Yay!
we had women empowerment group. I didn't want to be empowered by all the women, so I fell back and let her come through and just do her thing. I held it down, but I was out on my grind though, doing my business. But she came through and held it down. And my girl Megan.
Yep. Megan
with CHNO. For y'all don't know, you can go to her website and get that purely source black-owned products. That mouthwash, boy, that'll get you right, especially after a long night of drinking and partying and doing that.
You would know.
You can take a little sip of that and you'll be all right.
And you would know.
You better knock it off.
What you talking?
Talking. Oh, we gonna go back to Jersey on us, huh?
I told you, certain words.
Hold on, wait a minute. What about Tahoe? With the candles and the bubble bath tubs and all of that. Skipped out on us, played hooky. Didn't even come through talking about she had a free trip and all this. And all.
No, listen. And I had every intentions of calling in, but like
you got sidetracked.
No, like I didn't realize how high I was going to be, the elevation. Oh. And so at the time I was like on a lift and we were so high up. There was no signal. Nobody had any coverage. It was ridiculous.
She was in that Mile High Club. We didn't have time for us little people. The little people, we no time for us.
Oh, please. I have all my time because I just love you guys so much.
You don't love me?
I said, did you not just hear what I said?
I like to be singled out.
Oh, my gosh. Stephen, I love you so much.
Oh, my God. I like that. That's right.
But I love Rich more. It's just
radio,
jokes.
What's going on? Oh, radio, rich. That's a little too rich for my blood.
Jokes. It's just jokes. Got to keep it fun.
Exactly. So, you got Charles from Germany. Tell us about Charles.
So Charles is an artist, and he's actually he's from the military. He's a vet as well, and so he reached out to me.
Shout out to our military. They put their ass on the line for a little bit of nothing, and we always got to support them. We might not always support the policies of our government.
Exactly.
We got to support our military. You know what I'm saying? The ones that put that uniform on and strap up for us and protect us.
So he reached out to me, and he was just asking me, like, what are some of the best ways for me to get my music heard out there, and what can I do, and will you help me out? And I said, you know what? Absolutely. I have a platform that I co-host on, and if you want to get involved, I will definitely
So
have
you
call
made
in
an exception for him.
Absolutely.
So he's going to call in all the way from Germany.
He's going to call in all the way from Germany. And I told him, I said, hey, I'm in Cali. So if you're willing to, take some time out, and I think it's like 12 o'clock or 11 a.m., 11
a.m.? Okay.
I'm sorry, 11 p.m., about to go to 12 a.m. in Germany because there's a time difference.
Oh, it's almost the next day.
Exactly. So I told him, I said, hey, if you're willing to call in and, be on the show, we would love to have you. And
well, you can hear us in Germany right now. You better call in. We waiting on you.
So, he's going to call in, and he's going to talk to us and, tell us some of what was going on. The funny thing is I can't wait to talk to him because I actually spent some time in Germany myself. I'm a military brat.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I want to throw a couple of little words at him, see if he know what I'm saying, because I still know a little bit, just a little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Oh, you international like that?
What can I say? I'm just that girl.
Oh, man. I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, my dad spent some time over there. I spent some time there myself. I actually started school in Germany. I hated it now that I think about it.
You hated it?
I hated school in Germany. Like, there was one thing that they did that I just did not understand. Now it makes sense as an adult, but before we would eat lunch, we would have to go outside, and my school was on a military base. So we would have to go outside and we would run. And I remember my teacher's name was Miss Ham.
They need to do some of these obese kids running around here. They need to go out and run before they eat and after they eat.
And so
they done took PE and everything out the schools. They tripping now.
My teacher's name was Miss Ham, right? And so I guess the only reason why this stuck in my brain so much was because it was picture day. And my mom decided to put me in this little wool skirt with these socks and these shoes. And I didn't have anything else to change into when we ran around the base. So my socks kept rolling down. I kept slipping. This wool skirt was falling off my little thin body. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, what is this for? What is the purpose of us running around this military base? Like, I hated it.
And what was the purpose?
Now I realized because, it was the military and military family. It's militant. They want you to be able to understand what your loved one is experiencing so that you can have something to talk about. You'll have a dialogue. Because there's such a huge disconnect when you are taken away from your family, like when families are overseas and, we're still here. We don't get it. We don't understand what they experience. But when you can have your family right there with you and you can go home and talk about your day and talk about, your experience.
They get to experience what you're experiencing.
Exactly.
That's right.
So it made sense now, but then, whew,
I was in the military too, but I wasn't in Germany.
Really?
Yeah, I was in the Army. I did my basic at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. I did my AIT at Fort Gordon, Georgia. Yeah.
Awesome. What made you go in?
I was getting in too much damn trouble out here on the streets. I needed to go somewhere before they put me somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
And it's crazy. The one thing I remember all the time is breathe, relax, aim, squeeze.
Wow. Okay.
I remember that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
so would you say, like, you hear different stories of, horror stories. What would you say it was like for you? What was your experience? Would you do it again? Like, if somebody gave you a choice to stay here and do what you're doing or go into the military and get that experience, what would you do?
I think for me and what I was going through, I wouldn't have did it any other way. I would have went into the military.
Okay.
It grew me up, made a man out of me. My father wasn't around during that time. He was around, but not like he should have. Mm-hmm. And it really shaped me up.
Okay.
Yeah, it gave me some of the discipline I have today. I still carry that military protocol into doing everything I do today. Still. And that was back when I went when I was 17. So I turned 18 in the military.
Oh my goodness. They let you do that?
Well, I've been putting the paperwork together since
back then. See what I'm saying?
Say, they told me
I need...
I had to do what I had to do.
But you know what? One thing that I'll say about us is this. We may not always do stuff the right way, but when we're trying to do something that's going to benefit us or benefit our family, we will find those little loopholes to try to,
We have to.
make it do what it do, because ain't nobody going to give nothing to
We
us.
have to.
We do have to figure it out on our own. So, yeah.
Yeah, we got to figure it out because my life could have went a completely other way if I didn't go take that time and go to the military.
Wow.
And I was out here going hard in the paint. Anything could have happened.
So let me ask you this. You have boys, right? Or at least a boy?
I got one son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you encourage him to do the same?
Yeah, he needs to go to the military right now. He needs to go right now.
Okay, so what
He needs to go right now.
what area would you encourage him to go into? Would you choose like Air Force, like military? Like what part?
I would say either the Army, the Marines,
Or the Navy?
he needs to go. No,
So not the Navy?
no, he needs to go get some straight, real, hardcore discipline. For real, you laughing? I'm keeping it 100
No,
with you. Though.
I appreciate the honesty though,
You know?
because like a lot of, especially African American men will say, "Hell no, like never. I'm not sending my son, nowhere to go be fighting this war and this that, and that." And I kind of feel the same way. However, I would encourage my son to go into the Air Force. I would allow him to do that. Like I would be like, "Yeah, go
your
for
son
it."
is he's smart. We got Oculus and everybody on him trying to recruit him. I'm trying to hold him back.
Yeah, I know, but like still, it's like I feel like because of what he's into and because of you've met him, I feel like having the Air Force behind him and having like getting some training and some skill from the Air Force, I feel like it will make him such a huge asset. To like if he was to get some schooling while in the Air Force doing the same thing, like doing computer science or whatever it is.
They got the best technology.
That's what I'm saying.
I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, like I feel like when he decides that he's done, he don't want to do it anymore, like people will be knocking down the door trying to grab him, trying to snatch him up. Like let me send my resume here, send my resume here, send my resume here, and sit back and wonder if somebody's going to call me for a job. Please.
Well, the job thing right now, I'm all about being a job creator. So
I agree.
I'm about being a job creator.
But sometimes you got to crawl before you walk. So even if you have to go, do something for somebody else until you build your own and create your own brand, then,
That's true. That's true. But, I've listened to you, and he's like me. He's on the phone. He's on the computer. He's on the tablet. And you remember what I told you, though? I said, that's his mind just works like that.
Yeah.
Don't be mad because you can't do that. Don't be mad. Don't be
not-
mad. Don't be mad because he could do 4 or 5 things all at one time. All the electronics going. He know where everything is at. Don't be mad because he could do that. Because I have to do that.
It's not that I can't do it. It's just I didn't start doing stuff like that until I became like an adult. I started, understanding how to focus on so many different things at one time. So seeing him do it at 14 makes me feel like, are you paying attention to anything? Are you mature enough to really be paying attention? You just have noise.
Just because it took you a little longer, don't hate. Just because it took you a little longer, don't hate. Don't be mad because he doing it at 14 and you was doing it at 25 or 30.
Okay, I see. I'm gonna have to beat you up after today's show.
No, I'm keeping it 100 with you. He's hey, I'm telling you, when you have those people and Oculus and those other companies come in and they're like, we want him to represent what we're doing and all that. They understand because they're tech geeks and they see technology different, you know. Like I was a tech geek. I used to run to Mr. Belba's class in 7th grade, so I could get a computer.
Wow.
My mind has been like that for a long time. I was programming back on the Ataris back in the day.
Oh my! Ooh.
On the Ataris.
You are dating yourself, sweetheart. I wouldn't tell nobody that.
I ain't mad because I'm still a soldier. I still go hard in the paint. You better bring the noise if you coming. Don't get the date. Don't let the date fool you.
What you know about Space Invaders?
Oh man, all that.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
Mr. Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah. So the point of it all is. This is a good time for us to be talking about this because, I know everybody is, Trump this, Trump that, Trump this. What we got to learn is that the glass is not half empty, it's half full.
Absolutely.
We got to start taking advantage of what's going on and stop being distracted by the media and all the hype and everything that's going on because he's putting foundations in place for people to excel at opening up businesses, starting businesses. They have more money available right now for small business. He already said, listen, healthcare is too complicated for him. What the bottom line is when he gets out of here in 8 years or for the 7 years, because he's going to get elected again.
Please don't say that.
He's going to get elected again. Now, listen, what I'm trying to tell people is start taking advantage of, if you have an idea, if you want to start a small business, now is the time
Absolutely.
to do it. The environment is conducive for that.
I agree.
And you really want to take advantage of this time. I cannot stress it that much. We got a caller?
I believe that's B. Charles calling.
Okay, B. Charles.
Hey, how y'all doing out there?
Wonderful. This is Kimya, and I have Stephen on the line with us, sitting here with us, and we are
Mr. Vaughn.
Mr. Vaughn.
Get it correct on Los Angeles today, baby. What's up?
Hey, how you doing out there, Mr. Vaughn and Miss Kenya?
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, man, what time is it in Germany right now?
It's actually 11:16 p.m.
11:16 p.m. Wow. So the sun is down. It's dark. And man, that music is smooth, man. When we gonna get you back out here?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely planning on making my way out there. I'll be back stateside in about, I say, 2 months.
Okay.
Definitely be expected to be out there.
Exactly. When you get out here, you're gonna have to come through and actually sit in on the show so we can have you right here, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely being put into the agenda. I definitely appreciate the love that y'all showing me right now, though.
Man, this is what we do, man.
Oh,
we support.
absolutely. I was listening to your music earlier, and I said, okay, this is what I'm talking about. I really, really love your voice. So tell me a little bit about you. I know you're in Germany right now. Where are you from?
I'm originally from the Bronx, New York, School of the Hard Knocks.
School of the Hard Knocks,
born and raised
huh?
out there. Yeah, you already know. I did a little time down south for schooling and things like that. And shortly after that, I transitioned into the military. But yeah, born and raised in the Bronx, New York, all day.
Okay, all right. So, what are some of your influences? Like, what influenced you to have that melodic sound you got to your voice?
I think it basically came from me growing up in church and singing in the choirs and things like that.
Oh, so, you was a church boy,
I
huh?
definitely a church boy. Raised by my grandmother. You know, shout out to my grandmother over the death.
Yeah, we all love our grandmothers.
Songwriter. So.
So I know, like, right now you are in Germany. You are trying to get your sound heard. Tell me, so tell me, like, with all these different artists out here, what do you feel you have that's different, and what are you going to do to make sure that you stay relevant?
As far as me and being different, I feel like everybody, all they have to do is be themselves. That's all I can do is be myself and tell my story. I feel like when I'm speaking to my audience, I have to, tell, my story. Life is a cycle.
Exactly.
So people might not have my story, but they've been through similar situations. So I try to make sure when I'm writing my music, I'm definitely reaching, those people, who've been through a little something that I've been through. Especially growing up in the Bronx, New York. It was hard, but at the same time, I had that good upbringing, behind me the entire time I was going through what I was going through. So I try to make sure I put my struggle into all of my music. Make sure that it's relatable.
The struggle's real.
Absolutely. So how did you end up in the military?
Yeah, that's a funny story. I actually didn't plan on joining the military. I had a homeboy who was about to have a baby. He was like, yo, B, come, with me to go take the ASVAB. At first, I wasn't with it. But then I was like, let me go ahead and support my homeboy and all of that. So we went over there to take the ASVAB. he ended up not passing, and the recruiters kind of like got me to take the test as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the test. I wanted to pass the test.
Wow.
And since I wasn't doing good in school because I was, out partying, messing with the girls and stuff like that, not getting my schoolwork.
Wow.
I ended up enlisting because I wasn't trying to go back home to mother.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't trying to go back home, so I was like, I got to do what I got to do.
Wow. You know what? You said that, it's a strange story, but everything happens for a reason. And sometimes we just need that little push to make us grow up. And that was your little push. So, man, you did what you had to do. You grabbed the bull by the horns and you handled your business. I ain't mad at you.
And what's your job? What's your job description in the military? What are you doing?
Oh, I do a little bit of everything. When you're a soldier, you do everything, But my main focus in the military is logistics, and I did a little, human resources and stuff like that. So, you can call me a paper pusher if you want. But
no, man, that logistics, man.
Get the job done.
That's right. That logistics is everything. Everything works off of logistics. Anyway, so that's a good MOU to have. So you're in the Army then?
Yes, most definitely. United States Army.
That's right. I was Army National Guard.
Shout out to all my soldiers out there.
That's right. I was Army National Guard, so I know. I was way back in the day though. I was a wire systems installer, so 36. I was a 36 Charlie. Like he laughed. He know what I'm talking about.
So B. Charles, tell me a little bit more about your music. I know you shared with me that you write your music yourself and things like that. Where does your storyline come from? Does it come from life experiences?
Yes, a lot of my stories come from my life or, someone who's close to me. Mm-hmm. And I feel a lot of times when I write my music, I try to say, especially when I'm a woman, I try to say what I know that other guy wants to say, but he doesn't say it. So I kind of put it into like a scenario-based, story. And luckily, if it gets played in a club or something like that, it can kind of like, motivate, that man to be a gentleman, instead of coming out of character whenever he's approaching a woman.
That's a different approach, Charles. I like that. A lot of musicians have gotten away from being a gentleman, and telling a respectful story. So that's
exactly. I feel like we have to get back to the way it used to be. I don't know where the change happened, but we definitely need to get back to being gentlemen, respecting our woman. Like a lot of times, you come off calling females the B word and stuff like that. Sometimes, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes women do act that way.
And I agree. No shade at all.
Exactly.
Sometimes I find myself saying it, and then I gotta be like, okay, Kim, come on now, that's your sister, stop it. But I be like, this.
Yeah, I done seen Kimya get ready to take her shoes and everything off and ready to get busy.
Why you putting my business in the street?
I'm not putting your business in the street. I'm just saying you right. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying I've been a first-hand witness to it.
Yeah,
that's
guilty.
Yeah,
guilty.
That New York come out on her, boy. I was like, what?
It is what it is. But I definitely appreciate you, B. Charles, because like I said, when I listen to your music, I literally feel girly and I feel appreciated. Like, wow, there's words out there still being spoken of women. It's like chivalry is not dead. So I definitely appreciate it. Who are you trying to reach with your songs? Like when you make these songs and you're putting it out there, who's your audience? Who are you trying to reach?
With my music, I'm trying to reach everybody. There's age limit, youngest, to the oldest, or whatever the case is. A lot of times, people try to target a specific, personnel.
Exactly.
With me, I'm trying to reach everybody because the rest I feel is like I said, like life is a cycle. So people have either been through what I'm going through, or are going to go through what I've gone through. So I'm really just trying to get the listener to, sit down, whether they're driving in the vehicle, having a conversation, over, romantic dinner or something like that. I'm just trying to reach everybody. That's why I also make club music as well.
Okay.
I'm trying to just touch everybody,
So-
influence everybody in a positive way, but at the same time, we can get a little ratchet.
Hey, we like that. So Charles, when did you know and music come into something that you wanted to make a career out of, and you wanted to go down that road? Because the entertainment is a business. So when did you I know you said you were in the church, but when did you notice that was something that you wanted to pursue?
Music and me pursuing it, I've always had a love for music. Like whenever I was down, music has always been a part of my life.
That's
so
right.
it's already been a dream for me, like playing basketball, and doing music and stuff like that. It was never really rap at first. It was more so singing because that's what the ladies like. So I was, trying to get in where I fit in. So
Exactly.
But,
music is a way to the panties.
Yeah, most definitely. But I really started taking it serious after,
That's the truth, though.
coming to a couple of times. Yeah.
Hold on, white girls be throwing their panties on stage and they bras and all that.
Oh my gosh. Why
I'm
are you
asking
being raggedy
you.
right now?
I'm not being raggedy. Hey, Charles, is that not the truth?
Because y'all pay us to do it.
Oh, we pay. Oh, they don't be getting paid. Charles, he's talking about getting paid to do it. No, they don't be getting paid to do that.
Well, you're going to have to pay me to get my panties.
We're not going to even go there and get all into that conversation. We're not going to even start on that right now.
It's
we
a
trying
joke. It's comedy. Laugh with me.
Yeah, we laugh with you, all right. But you start putting that on air, well, you be getting all kind of weird phone calls.
Okay, listen. For all the people that was listening to that and took me serious, please don't. It was a joke.
Okay, I'm glad you clarified that.
Please don't stalk
because it'd be 1-800 Kim you're going around this piece.
Negative.
Rich put his hat back on that one. Oh man! All right, Charles, that's real cool. So we got the next song coming up, No Ice. Tell us a little bit about this song, No Ice.
Okay, with No Ice, I definitely told myself I need to make something for the club. And like a lot of people, we like to drink Hennessy.
Oh man, love that Hennessy, boy. Straight up too. I don't want no coconut in it. Just give it to me right.
Yeah. And no shade to the bartenders, but they like to fill up that cup with ice.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm keeping it real. I want my Henny straight.
So what I told myself was, when I go to the club, I want to get some champagne. I'm gonna grab me a bottle of champagne, and I don't need no ice with that. You get ice with all the rest of the drinks, but if I get a bottle of champagne, it doesn't come with ice. You don't put ice in your glass and pour champagne.
That's right.
It should already come sealed.
That's right.
So I don't need no ice with that. So that's where the concept came from.
Yeah, I like that one. That's a little banger. I like that.
That's right.
Yeah. I try to be as versatile as possible. I gotta reach everybody.
So, B. Charles, we're going to take a quick break. You hold on for us. Don't go nowhere. For all of our listeners, you are listening to Mr. Vaughn himself and his co-host, Kim Yadu. And we're talking to B. Charles out of Germany. Yes, it's international. That's how we do it.
International today. We'll be back with y'all in a minute.
Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Bottles in the air, champagne spilling out. They begging us to chill, but I don't need no ice with that. Nope. Yeah, bottles in the air, champagne spilling out. They begging us to chill, but I don't need no ice with that. I don't need nope. I don't need no ice. I don't need no ice. I don't need no ice with that. I don't need nope. I don't need no ice. I don't need no ice with that. The bottle tipping got the models tripping. They got it hotter than Diablo's kitchen. That's the liquor talking. Capo said liquor make haters feel like they enemies. But we got haters from New York they job. You ain't gotta be your star. You would as you goody. I'm in my blazer, my boys in they chucks and hoodies. Don't let these hard bottoms fool you, they custom woods. My style gone with 2 O's, there's always something good. Yeah. I heard OG say, I see I jingle top shelf, right? Top shelf, eh? Said we ain't riding that pine on times like mine. Time is money and I ain't got time to waste it on the basics. Yeah. 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 Bottles in the air, champagne spilling out, they begging us to chill. But I don't need no ice with that. Nope. Yeah. Bottles in the air, champagne spilling out, begging us to chill. Let it breathe.
Join Devon, 3 p.m. Pacific, each and every Friday from Los Angeles today. Purple nights and golden days. Ooh, he's so LA.
What up, LA? It's Mr. Vaughn, inviting you to join me every Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific for Los Angeles Today.
Coming live and direct from LA Talk Live. Entertainment, sports, special guests, current events, and the hottest and latest in LA.
World belongs to us.
This is where the twist goes down daily. Boss up with us. Boss up with us each and every Friday on LA Talk Live. You can also catch us on iTunes R&B or check us out live on LATalks.com. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure. This is LA Talks Live, and we're more than just talk.
Stay getting that work from California. And all the killers, they show me love. Yeah, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Only you're a naughty girl. That's what I like. Nasty girl. That's what I like. Kinky girl. Ooh, that's what I like. Freaky girl. Yeah, that's what I like. Party girl. That's what I like. Nasty girl. That's what I like. Kinky girl. Ooh, that's what I like. Freaky girl. Yeah, that's what I like. I know what girls like. I know what they want. They think I'm sexy. I have the recipe for fun and fashions, and they wanna have some. They say I'm handsome. Stole her heart, no ransom. Now how you feel about the new Benz? Few friends, eat good, nightlife, party on the rooftop. Too sexy for you motherfucking lames. Fly venues, tins that I attend to. Order anything long as sex is on the menu. Why stop when I'm on? Shall I continue?
What's up, Mr. Vaughn, back on Los Angeles Today on LA Talk Live. So what you was just checking is we got Friday Night Live coming 4/14/2017. That's next month on the 14th. We're going to be streaming it live on Win Media Live. You can go download the app. All you got to do is go to your Apple store, your Google store, and type in Win, W-I-N, Media Live. And the app will come up. Download it. You can pre-buy the stream. It's going to be off the chain. We're going to have food, drinks, artists, performances, panels. It's going to be real chill.
Nice.
And we looking forward to having y'all join us. It's going to be the first ever live Win Media live stream on BuzzRate. And, man, we doing the damn thing. You know, we just progressing. Now we're going to get back to Kenya, talk about our boy.
Okay, so you're listening to Shade right now, and we were speaking with B. Charles, and he's giving us some information about his music and then a quick little interview and everything. I believe we have a caller coming in, so we're going to go to our caller real quick. Hello, caller, are you there?
Hello, caller.
Hello? Okay, so you're listening to the wonderful sounds of B. Charles, and he's giving us a call from out of Germany. We're international, so we're going to go back to B. Charles. B. Charles, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yay! Glad we didn't lose you during that whole time.
That's right, Charles. Tell us. That's right, Charles. Tell us a little bit about Shade.
say that's one of my favorite songs right there. It's basically a song that basically just it's telling about how people watch you work hard and stuff like that. And sometimes they don't appreciate it. Sometimes they want what you have, but they don't want to work for what you have.
Man.
Tell me about it again. Yeah, you make it look easy, and they think it is easy.
Yes. That's real right there.
So they want to throw. So they want to throw shade.
So B Charles, tell me, how does your family feel about your decision to pursue music?
Oh, they love it.
Okay.
They love it. They really do love it. They've always told me, as a young man, you have a special talent. You have a way with words. And I was always a firm believer of, you want to wake up in the morning and do what you love. That's the way you live. You don't want to wake up in the morning and be like, oh, it's Monday.
Yeah.
I want to wake up and be like, yes, it's Monday.
Exactly.
Instead of waiting until Friday, like, yes, it's Friday. Every day of the week should be like, I'm just blessed and I'm grateful just to wake up and do what I love.
I absolutely agree. Somebody told me a long time ago, find something you enjoy doing so you never have to go to work, and it looks like you've done that.
Yes, most definitely. I like that.
So tell me, what are some of your plans? Like, let's say your music gets heard. It's on every single radio station. You are now touring, and all of this other wonderful stuff is happening to you. At what point would you sit back and say to yourself, I've made it, I've plateaued, and I'm done? What is that going to look like?
I don't think that anybody should ever, once they get to a certain point, to ever just
We already knew that.
settle and be like, oh, I'm
That's
done.
right.
You're never done.
Exactly.
You're never done. There's always more.
Yes.
Either if you're done doing for yourself, do for somebody else.
Man, see, that's how I could tell you are a true artist.
That's the artist in them.
Because most people put like a dollar amount on it. Like, oh, when I got this much money in the bank and I got this many properties and I have this and I have that, then I'll say that I've successfully made it. But to know that you never, ever, ever, ever really make it, you always want to keep growing. Man, that's true skill right there.
Exactly.
So Charles,
Exactly.
So Charles, I'm always when I talk to artists, I always talk to them about the business of music, and your business, like how is your business structured? Are you going completely independent? Are you looking to get a deal? Do you have your distribution set up? Like how is that looking for you? You got all your publishing and everything straight?
The way it's looking for now is everything is independent.
That's
I
right.
I have a small group, that I work with that, is doing what they have to do as far as, getting, my music, together with me. I'm not looking to get signed to labels specifically because, you see pennies. I'm trying to, make dollars. So I'm not looking to get signed by a major label because, they want their money back. Whatever they invest into, they want it back.
Yes.
That's why I produce my own music. I write all my own music. I sing and I rap. I have a couple friends, that actually sing and rap as well. So they're not going to charge me. But at the same time, if it ever came down to that, you have to pay like you weigh. You have to pay for people's services. And I'm not, mad at that because everybody, needs their bread. They put in that work in. They need to be able to afford it. But at the same time, I'm looking and watching all my pennies. So when I get those dollars, I know what to do.
That's right. So
Absolutely.
you understand you understand the business of music.
Most definitely.
That's right.
Like I don't know everything, but I know what I need to do. I'm foot in the door, and I'm not about to let somebody sit there and try to jerk me. Not gonna happen.
So where can we find your music right now?
Right now, I have music on my YouTube. I'm posting all the time on Instagram and also SoundCloud. You can find me on SoundCloud. C Divine, that's the record label that I'm starting up with my group right now.
Say that again.
Charles. C Divine.
Okay. C Divine. All right. And
Yes,
and what's your YouTube
You can always
channel?
look me up as My YouTube is b.charles718.
Okay. And your Instagram?
Let me make that correction. My Instagram is b.charles718, and my YouTube is bcharles.
Okay. All right.
So go ahead, all y'all listeners, go subscribe. B Charles on my YouTube channel. Show love. Drop a comment. I mean, they told me don't say nothing at all if you ain't got nothing nice to say. Definitely follow me on
That's
my
right.
Instagram, b.charles718.
You got a Facebook too?
You have a Facebook? I have a fan page on my Facebook as well.
Okay.
You can find me on there by my government name, Charles Buford.
Buford. you know that's kind of funny. Buford. That's funny, man. He said Buford. You might have to change that.
Oh, man.
You might have to change that.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
But I like the way he switched it up a little bit. B Charles, B. Charles,
Exactly.
B Charles. I love it.
I like that too. He kept that. He said, "Let me keep that Buford off." So Charles, would have been some of your,
Wow, he throwing shade.
yeah. Well, it's only right. We just listen to shade.
Exactly.
I feel you.
But anyway, though, Charles. Anyway, let's get back to you. What have some of your challenges been breaking into the music business? Some of the obstacles and some of the hurdles. Trying to get to where you got to go, because it's a struggle. Artists, and the whole music business has changed. It's not the same.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the whole changing as far as in the music industry. I feel like this day and age, music is about the beat. A lot of people are not even listening to the words.
Absolutely.
If they can bob their head to the beat and they can move their body, I mean, a lot of times, that's why I give a shout out to the producers. They're doing their thing, so it's nothing taken away from them. But the artists, I feel like, instead of making music of substance, they're just putting out trash. But that's where artists like myself have to come in and do what we have to do to make sure that we're allowing the millennials, our youth, to actually sit down and listen to the words that we're saying to them, because they're like sponges. They're gonna absorb it, and whatever you take in, you put out. So we got to make sure we're schooling them, on how to conduct themselves.
I definitely agree, because I listen to some of these songs now, one of them, and even though, yes, I can definitely bob my head to it, I still have no idea what this song is about, but it's that blase song. With me, Maserati, blase, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, really? That's it? All you have to do is just say blase, and you on the radio with a hit? That's it?
Well,
that's all it takes?
That's the executives behind with the payola paying for the music. We got some hits out there, but they've gotten away from giving you a message or a story. Like they say now. Back in the day, the R&B and the songs and the melodies, they used to tell a story.
Exactly. Remember Slick Rick?
Yeah, it was different. We had all the way back to Run DMC.
Yes.
LL. The music. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. This some of this rap, like Snoop says. Snoop was like, nah. He was like, he was like, come on now. So it's good to see a fresh sound, and you can tell you got your own sound and your own style. You're not really biting off of it, coming right back behind what everybody else is doing.
Exactly.
Because everybody feels like they got to come with that South chant, But really that the hip hop started in New York.
Yes, it did.
It started in New York, and they from the East Coast, and it worked its way out here. But the way you see it is that the executives got away from music like Fight the Power, with Chuck D, and they got away from that. They got away from giving us a positive message. Hold on 1 second. We got a caller calling in to check us out. Caller, You checking into Los Angeles. What's up? Talk to us. Caller.
Hello, are you there? All
We
right.
lost the caller again, man. You gotta get your cell phone game together.
I know that's right.
Anyway, Charles, we back to that. So, man, it's good to have a nice fresh breath of air, on some real, we could appreciate that.
I'm telling you, when I was listening to your music, I was literally smiling to the point where you ever smile so hard till your cheeks hurt. Like, I was so pleased. Like, oh my gosh, finally some good music, like something I can actually listen to and I don't have to turn down when my son walk in the room. Like, I truly appreciated it.
You got the music now. You got to turn it off.
Man.
Grandma, my mother-in-law be like, "What?" And my grandma, they be like, "What? What is that, boy? If you don't turn that off in my house."
And you don't even know it's about to come next. So you like, again, if you listening to that beat and you ain't listening to those words, you'll be done slipped up and have to regroup your whoop whoop real quick. 'Cause it's like, oh shoot, my bad. I didn't know what they were saying. So I definitely agree with you, but you are such a huge breath of fresh air, and we truly, truly enjoy having you on our show today.
So Charles, there's a lot of artists out there with talent. You got a lot of talent too, and you doing your thing. But right now, you put a song out, it's on for 2 days and it's gone. You write something here, you do that. Now it's a combination of everything. So how do you see yourself staying relevant in the music game? Keeping yourself going and staying there where people are checking for you and checking for your sound and checking for what you're doing?
I feel like you have to make sure you have content. Yes, the talent, you have to have that talent, but you have to make sure that you're flooding, what people can see. Because a lot of times we're working with a generation where people don't want to listen, they want to see as well. So with every video or with every song that I make, I have a nice little team that, helps support me, financially as well. Because
that's
you
right.
need money in this business.
No money, no honey.
Money.
Amen.
So I try to make as much content as possible, as many songs as possible, and then we pick and choose which ones we're going to put video to, because we want our listeners to also have something to see.
Yes.
So I'll have to keep myself relevant with the time, by listening to what my fans want to hear, watching what everybody is, moving towards, and, target that specific, that specific, base of fans. Make sure I'm showing them something, instead of just letting them listen. Because a lot of times if you go to the club, you don't hear the whole song anymore. You hear like 15 seconds of the song, and then it's on to the next one.
Yep.
15 seconds of the song. So that's why a lot of times people make sure that the hook is tight. The verses might not be talking about nothing, but the hook is tight. So I look at it like that. You want to keep the audience's attention. The way you do that is you give them something to listen to and you give them something to watch.
Absolutely. I agree. So you being all the way out there in Germany and you're an artist, a lot of times people do go to like the UK. They go to, Germany. They go to different places to, I guess, break into the industry and then come to the United States. Was that part of your plan, or it just kind of ended up being that way?
It was something, it just ended up that way for one. But at the same time, when I realized how blessed I was in my situation, I made sure I capitalized
Absolutely.
off of it. So being in the military definitely helped me, get through that gateway so I can, branch out overseas, which was awesome.
Absolutely.
But once I realized, okay, it's 2017, I'm about to put out my first, song. That's when I put out my first song, by the way, January 1st, 2017. I put out that first song, and I was like, okay, I'm going back to Germany. I need to make sure I'm grabbing listeners, touching people out here. So when I go back to the States, I'll already be international, and I don't have a record label.
Nice.
Nice. So
like that young cat that won a Grammy. I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry about that. I was just, when you were talking about and still being independent, I thought about that young cat that won a Grammy, and the record labels was trying to sign him, and he's like, I'm making millions, I'm doing my thing. I don't even need that.
Exactly.
You know? I don't even need that. So
Exactly.
So, B. Charles, let me just do this little plug real quick. When you got your millions, remember the little people. Remember Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
yeah,
You know, just
I
sit
like
back
that.
and say to
That's
yourself,
a-
I remember.
In the building.
Absolutely.
I'm loving y'all right now.
yeah, we gonna have you in the archives anyway. We gonna bring it up and be like, yeah. We had Charles, we had B. Charles right here with us, and he was doing his thing with us before y'all even knew what was up.
Exactly.
Here, check this, and hit him over the head with that, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's up?
So tell us one more time where we can find your music.
You can find my music on SoundCloud, C Divine. You can find it on SoundCloud, C Divine. B. Charles, C Divine. Follow me on Instagram, b.charles718 on Instagram. And my YouTube channel is B. Charles. You know, make sure you subscribe so you can get all of the videos that I'm planning to flood on there right now.
Absolutely. I'll make sure I subscribe myself so I can keep an eye on you, B. Charles.
Uh-oh. That's right.
Yeah, do that.
That's right, B. Charles. Hey, I got another question for you. Now, you know LA Talk Live is international. We in a bunch of countries. We all over the world and everything. So if you got any shows or anything like that coming up, man, tell us about that. Because I know you got to be out there, you know, doing some shows or doing something to keep yourself in everybody's face.
Yeah, what I tend to do is I have DJs in Italy. I have DJs here in Germany. Shout out to my DJ Capo, DJ Legend, DJ Dollar Bill in Germany, and my DJ in New York, Big Mike. What I do is I do a lot of traveling from Germany to Italy. You know, I try to touch base out there at least.
Man,
You know,
that's real player. I'm gonna have to get your information. Yeah.
Nope, he's mine.
I don't want him like that.
It was a joke.
I'm just saying.
It was a joke.
Hey, I could get on the plane and go to Italy and be out there. You know, I'm just going to Italy to get shoes.
It was a joke.
That ain't no joke.
Find
She
yourself.
talking that bullshit, B. Charles. I told you they throw their panties on the stage when them entertainers come out.
Here
They
we
take their
go.
panties, their bras, everything off the store.
Here we go with the raggediness.
You know about that? Tell
no,
her.
I do not. Oh,
I didn't say you. I'm talking to my man B. Charles.
He probably do.
Yeah, we leaving you out of that.
Yeah, leave me out.
That's grown man talk.
Yes, I don't have no hair on my chest, so y'all can have that convo.
Yeah, you should see what she be coming in here on this show with sometime.
What you talking?
Wearing them little bitty dresses, form fitting. She came in here one day. I was like, where the hell all that come from?
OMG.
First time she came in here, I think it was raining or something. She was all bundled up, homie, with big jackets and shit on. I was like, oh, okay. And she came back the next day to host the show the next Friday. I was like, okay. We had to go
Don't
out.
listen to him.
We had to go. Hey man, we had to go next door. The Melodies, the bar right next door, and start having some drinks. I need to talk to her a little bit more.
B. Charles.
That's the truth. You trying to say we didn't go to BJ's?
We did.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
And we went to Melodies, and I'll be going there tonight to grab me something to eat because I'm starving. And
hold on,
so yes.
hold on. Listen, wasn't you out there dancing and doing your thing and all that?
I was dancing.
Yeah, didn't you get up and dance? Oh no, you was dancing in the seat. You was dancing.
Oh,
in the
okay. Yeah. I'm a seat dancer.
Anyway, let me not.
But back to you. Back to you.
I digressed a little bit.
So you were telling us about how you go to Italy, you do your traveling and everything. So expound some more, share some more.
Yeah, what I do out there in Italy, I do a lot of my studio sessions out there. I have a few DJs out there who, is helping me, spend my music and things like that. As far as me doing shows, I haven't really done any shows out there. Nothing major. Nothing on the scale to where I need to announce it. Okay. But I'm definitely, working on doing a show the 31st at Club Dennis. That's the name of the club. Club Dennis on the 31st.
Where is that at?
So I'm excited about that. And that's in Italy, in Vicenza.
Nice.
Italy, man. You gonna have a nice story to do that. Hold on, Charles. We got one caller that's trying to call in right now, 5 minutes before the show ends. We're going to give him 35 seconds. Caller, what's up, caller? You got 35 seconds.
Hello?
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 Hello? Hello,
Yes,
where you calling
can you hear
from?
me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Where you calling from?
Oh, I'm actually calling from Germany, too.
That's right.
Oh.
Germany in the house. International.
Yeah,
Los
no doubt,
Angeles,
no
all the way
doubt.
across the seas.
Man, it's exciting that y'all have an artist on that's actually that's over here as well. So I'm assuming he's stationed out here as well. I just had a question for him because I'm really interested as to how he's balancing the two careers actually.
Well,
Wow.
hold
I
on.
don't know if you
Tell us
all
your
asked
name
that
first.
question
Tell,
already, but
tell us your name
I'm
first.
really,
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Tell
my name is Raheem.
Raheem, where you stationed at, Raheem?
I'm stationed over here in Ramstein, Germany.
We'll take your question, and we'll answer it shortly. What's your question? B. Charles. B. Charles, can you hear me? So his question was, he said, doing music and being in the Army, his basic question was, how do you balance the two? And I thought that was a great question.
That is a good question.
Like, how do you balance the two and still, give each one of them 100%? Because, in the Army, I was in the Army, you got to give them 100%. They're not playing. In your music career, that's your life.
Yeah.
That's not a job. But, when you're in the Army, they teach you that you only as strong as your weakest man. And you follow us and you shall live, follow them and you shall die. You know how that go. They're not playing. So how you balance? Because one of them is life and death, and the other one is your career, and that's life and death too. Because if you're not doing what you love, then you might as well be
anyway.
dead. Exactly. Go on, man. Lace us up.
Okay, so you know how a lot of people make excuses? I'm not one for excuses.
He's like, I love
The
it.
way I see it is, you gonna make time for what you love. So yes, I had some late nights in the studio, doing what I had to do, getting back home like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, had to get right back up at 6 to do CT. That's one thing I do appreciate.
It's dedication and commitment.
That's something I learned from being in the Army, because I've been in the Army for 9 years, and I've been doing that since I've been in the military. Like when I started taking music seriously and started going to the studios and having long nights and things like that, that built a level of resilience, within myself. So you just have to not make excuses, know where you want to be, know where you need to be after you find out where you are, and do what you got to do.
Man, I can respect that right there. I really can.
I can. That's real talk. That's. I mean, you can't knock that. That's what real hustlers and real people that are dedicated to their craft and what they want to do. That's how they get down. They don't make no excuses.
Absolutely.
They don't even want to go there. And man, B. Charles, man, we thank you for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Coming all the way, from Germany at 11 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? It's almost midnight there now.
Yes.
And you was with us, and man, we appreciate you.
Man.
Whenever you come into Los Angeles, man, you hit us up. We come through.
Absolutely.
And I'm supposed to be getting to Italy this summer, so I'm gonna come out and hit you up and holler at you. Wherever you at, I'm gonna come check you out. And man, with that being said, thank you, brother.
Absolutely. We're going to close out our show with another B. Charles song. We hope that you enjoyed the Los Angeles show today. We had a wonderful time, myself, Kim Yadu, and Mr. Vaughn rocking out with you with our wonderful artist all the way from Germany, B. Charles.
And you can catch us every Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific on LA Talk Live, Los Angeles Today, reality radio, handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure. We are more than just talk. Catch you next week, y'all. We'll have some exciting things for you. And don't forget about our boy Colin Kaepernick donating $50,000.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? They wanted to pull the Meals on Wheels. He was like, fuck that. I got my own money, dump truck.
Yes.
I just had to lace y'all with that. Hey, and don't forget about Friday Night Live on April 14th, 2017 at 7 p.m. It's going down. Don't forget to get that app, Win Media Live. That's Win. You always gonna win media, and we gonna be live. Win Media Live. Go get that app and man, sign up. It's gonna be off the chain. We're gonna have some special guests. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a real special surprise for y'all. Y'all not even knowing. So don't miss it.
Yeah, get bottles in the air. Champagne spilling out. They begging us to chill. But I don't need no ice with that. I don't need nope. I don't need no ice. I don't need no ice. I don't need no ice with that. I don't need nope. I don't need no ice. I don't need no ice with that. The bottle tipping got the models tripping. They got it hotter than Diablo's kitchen. That's the liquor talking. Capo said liquor make haters feel like they enemies. But we got haters from New York down to Italy. In Germany, they hurting me, but what's concerning us? It's the chick with the pictures that be curving us. Then they find out who we are when we approach the bar. And all they hear is fire like they lost their job. You ain't gotta be just starved. You with us, you goody. I'm in my blazer, my boys in they chucks and hoodies. Don't let these hard bottoms fool you, they custom woods. My style guard with 2 O's, it's always something good. Yeah. I heard the OG say, I see I think a top shelf, right? A top shelf, man. Said we ain't riding that pine on times like mine. Time is money and I ain't got time to waste it on the basics. Yeah. Bottles in the air, champagne spilling out. They begging us to chill, but I don't need no ice with that. Nope. Yeah. Bottles in the air, champagne spilling out, begging us to chill. Let it breathe.
Yeah, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. What I like, kinky girl, ooh, that's what I like, freaky girl, yeah, that's what I like, party girl, that's what I like, nasty girl, that's what I like, kinky girl, ooh, that's what I like, freaky girl, yeah, that's what I like. I know what girls like, I know what they want, they think I'm sexy, I have the recipe for fun and fashions, and they wanna have some. They say I'm handsome, stole her heart, no ransom. Now how you feel about the new Benz? Few friends, eat good, nightlife, party on the roof. Too sexy for you motherfucking lames. Fly venues, tins that I attend to. Order anything long as sex is on the menu. Why stop when I'm on? Shall I continue?
Thank you for tuning into LA Talk Live and the Talk Live Broadcast Network, original reality radio, handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk. Stay tuned.